Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this person you see on your screen is Jake Erder, my good friend who currently lives in Hong Kong. But I met Jake first in Los Angeles, where he showed up to California with aspirations to start his career in the hospitality industry. And one thing led to another. Jake ended up being my roommate, and we got along really well. We spent a lot of time together going to a lot of parties in Los Angeles, talking about the hospitality industry, going to the desert, and of course making a lot of meals for people and just having a jolly good time. And of course, flow arts. There was a lot of flow involved while me and Jake were hanging out. So Jake, thank you so much for tuning in from Hong Kong. How's life, man? What's cracking?
Life's been good. So I moved back to Hong Kong, I think less than a year ago. I got to Hong Kong in March. Had to do like a 3-week quarantine when I got here because of the COVID restrictions. So that was pretty rough to get through, but I don't know. I've never had to be locked up in a room by myself with no connection to any humans for 3 weeks before. So it really opened my eyes to what we as a human can actually get through. Like it, yeah, it was rough, but like when I got out of it, I felt like I was a stronger person because of it in a weird way. Because I work in hospitality, I'm a very sociable person. I really enjoy talking to people. I really enjoy being around people. And it was really just me, my mind, and yoga for 3 weeks. Um, since I got out, I became a bar manager for a dive bar called Dead End here in Hong Kong. We are offering like cheap cocktails, slushies. It's supposed to be very affordable, so anyone and everyone can come. We try and do basically parties slash events every single week, and it's turned into this place that people use as their local bar. People will come there day in and day out. Uh, it's really become kind of the center in a lot of people's minds for the area that we're in. We're one of the, I would say, busier bars on my street slash in that district. So it's been a great run so far.
I think it's been a phenomenal run so far. Just looking at all the activities that are going down at the Dead End Bar in Hong Kong with you guys, because I follow you guys on Instagram, and I just love the playful vibe you guys have created with this bar, and especially these memes, whatever you want to call it,
Oh
with
yeah.
Jake Erder trying to like take care of people on a wild Friday night. I'm gonna definitely post some images of what I'm talking about here. I don't know what that TV show those pictures are from, but Jake Erder is literally holding people up, and
It's from the hit show Squid Games on Netflix that everyone bugged out about. So that
okay.
was like an image in I think it was like the first episode or something.
Mhm.
And like I watched Squid Games at the very beginning of it being released and I really enjoyed it. And I was like, oh, you know what? It'd be cool to do a Squid Games theme party. We planned everything and then it blew up. And it was like, oh shit. Okay, everyone's gonna do Squid Games. This is gonna suck, but let's just still roll with it and we'll make it our own and we'll just like have a fucking great Halloween. So our Instagram person, she was sending me these photos and I was cracking the fuck up. I was just laughing. I was dying when I saw them.
I mean, I love your Instagram person. Whoever that person is, more power to them. It's such a playful vibe that you guys are creating, especially after the quarantine and with the pandemic. I think people needed a break. People needed a dead end bar.
Yeah, we try and make it so you can feel comfortable walking in whatever you want to wear. You can be in shorts and a t-shirt, you can be in a suit, come how you are, enjoy your time, feel free to like interact with different people at the bar. We want it to really be like a fun bar because in Hong Kong there's I don't know the right word for it, but basically it's a lot of uppity bars almost, and like a lot of people who are worried about how they look and how much money they're spending and what bottles they have on their tables, especially when you go to a club. So we wanted to do the complete opposite of that.
I think it's wonderful. Very good change of pace. And I love the pictures I see on Instagram of, introducing our assistant bar manager, Jake Erder. Run, don't walk for a Guinness with this stud. And you're like holding a Guinness. It's just I'm just recalling a few images that stand out from your marketing.
So there's actually in that photo shoot, uh, we didn't post the photo I'm about to explain, but the one that we posted was just me shirtless with like a bar apron on. We
Yeah,
have some photos. We have some photos of me just completely shirtless, no apron, just bare chested, in the same pose. Like we just we're kind of messing around that day. We were just having fun with it. And a couple of my regulars walked in as we were doing the photo shoot, and they just started cracking up. Like it's a very playful environment. We just mess around. Like if I see some of my good friends slash regulars while I'm behind the bar, I'll flick them off and then give them a smile. Like there's no there's hospitality there, but it's our own style of hospitality, if that
got
makes
it.
sense.
Great. I think it's very inspiring. I personally would like to, it just makes me want to start a dive bar in Jodhpur. Maybe you can help me with that. But what I really like about this place is, there's music going on and people are injecting a lot of spirit in everything that's getting created, whether it's, the music in the events that I see in the pictures and the food. And you guys are also making some sustainable drinks, right? Tell me more about that.
So this we try and reuse as much ingredients as we can. Really the sustainable drinks though comes from our sister bar. So they'll use like our leftover like oranges or lemons, and they'll upcycle them into say hand sanitizer for the bar because you need to have it there for COVID reasons, or they'll ferment them into a house fermentation. They'll put them through a machine called a rotovap, which will basically, in simple terms, just like infuse and redistill uh, liquor with like the ingredients. So the real sustainability bar is our sister bar Penicillin. We try and help them out by providing leftover cups or paper, and then that bar turns it into paper for their bottles or paper for their menu or paper for their business cards. So it's a closed loop system, but the sustainability side is definitely coming from our other bar called Penicillin.
Great. I mean, I just admire the fact that there's so much science being injected behind all this creativity at a bar, at a place like a bar, and that's personally to me what stands out. In addition to the playful vibe that is very obvious on your Instagram. So more power to Dead End Bar. Uh, and I think I'm very happy that you've sort of found your uh, way, because I remember you in Los Angeles and you were always so passionate, and every day you would, I could see that stress in you where you wanted to figure something out, you wanted to figure out your jam, and you were constantly, trying to make efforts to like find your flow, if you will, in the hospitality industry. I remember that one restaurant you worked at, which was one of the best like sit down experiences I had in LA for like the 9 years I was there. What was the name of that place?
Oh, the Israeli place,
Yeah,
Jaffa.
yeah, Jaffa. Yeah, right. So I'm super glad that you found a group of people who seem to be very like-minded, and you are taking steps towards continue to define your vision about what you want to do in the hospitality industry and actually taking action on those dreams. So what's next? What's next? Are you going to be at this place for a while in Hong Kong?
I mean, as I say, I'm going with the flow.
Okay.
Um, who knows what's next for me? Like, I haven't really thought too far down the road. I think COVID taught me to just take it a day at a time now. Um, as for now, I'm happy where I am. There'll definitely always be opportunities thrown at me. So yeah, just go with the flow and kind of enjoy it day to day. we'll see what happens. I really
Hey,
have no idea what the future holds for me right now.
well, that's great. Taking a day at a time and just keep on flowing sounds like a great philosophy. Talking about flow arts and flow, have you been flowing lately, or is that on the
Um,
back burner?
I mean, it's definitely, I still do it maybe like once every couple of weeks. I actually haven't like lit my staff up on fire, and I don't know how long, which is really sad to me. I miss it a lot. Um, but even when I'm not like flowing in the way that this movie's kind of showing people with like staves or nunchucks behind the bar when I'm making drinks, I feel like I get back into that flow state when it's really busy because someone will walk up and order like 10 margaritas and 5 whiskey sours and like
Boom, boom,
10
boom.
shots of like tequila. And it's just like, you don't think, you just like, your body is so used to where everything is and what to do. And you just like throw everything out and still make a great cocktail or still give a great service. When I'm shaking, I feel like that kind of flow state come back. So it's not the way I first got into the flowing or flow arts, but I guess bartending has shown me that there is different types of flow arts, even more so than I even thought.
That's great. So like experiencing flow state as a bar manager sounds amazing. It sounds like you are basically providing service while enjoying the art form of making those cocktails and making sure that people have a great time and you're just so focused in it that it doesn't feel like work.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, work still feels like work sometimes, but when I'm busy and I'm really enjoying it, I get back into that flow state. That really happens to me on Friday and Saturdays when I'm like nonstop from 9 o'clock at night till like 3 o'clock in the morning kind of thing.
Did you uh did you encourage some of your friends to get into flow arts? Did you like hand your staff to what prop do you use again? It's like a
Uh,
contact staff, right?
yeah, contact staff, but I don't really, it's a contact staff, but I don't use it mainly for contact. Uh, what's, like the best way I describe it is like the Hawaiian fire spinners, like you go like crazy fast kind of.
Yeah.
Like I really I really enjoy that kind of stuff. I tried the nunchucks with you a couple times. I really enjoyed them. Um, I used Umez's rope ball a few times, but completely sucked at that and it scared the shit out of me.
It's a
Like,
complicated prop for sure.
yeah, that scared the shit out of me. um,
That's
but yeah, so sorry to cut you off. Get back to what you're saying. I have given my staff to a few friends here and there, but the at least for who I've started to interact with here and become friends with, the community isn't really there. I've been to some events like kind of reminds me of like Moon Tribe back in LA, but uh no one really fire spins here that I can find. No one really is into that kind of scene, which is kind of sad. I just have to build it up myself.
gotta
But
believe in
because of
yourself.
yeah, but because of how busy I am with work, I don't even have time to like go on a hike myself, let alone try and build up a fire spinning community here.
I feel like you are a pro and you're someone who knows how to control fire with your props. Maybe like a fire performance by Jake on a Friday night at Dead End Bar where people are like
Yeah,
because
honestly, I've
do
actually
it.
been thinking about this. I've been really thinking how funny it would be
Please,
if I did this.
please do it. Please do it. I would love it.
Uh,
I would love to see
yeah,
it.
yeah, I've really
Uh,
been thinking about this for a while. Like, because we have this big amphitheater that's really famous in Hong Kong for like outdoor drinking. We're right
mhm.
next door to it, so I could just go into the amphitheater and just fucking like flow. There's no trees or anything like that around me. It's just like concrete. So just
Yeah.
have fun and just let the drunk people observe me.
I mean, you're responsible. Just have like, your duvetine blanket, like the
Yeah,
safety
yeah, yeah, yeah,
blanket. Yeah, have a
yeah,
safety,
yeah.
have
And
someone safety you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That kind of stuff I know, but like they'll just all be drunk people around me, probably being like, "Woo, wow, woo."
It's celebration. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about celebration. So, we're trying to throw this party very soon. It's called Lazar's gonna get a kick out of it, but for people who are watching, Lazar Crawford is my former coworker from Fox Studios, and he's one of the most eco-conscious people that I've ever come across. So we're doing an event called Stop at Zero in my hometown, which you're gonna learn more about very soon. And it's
Oh my
geared
God.
towards, yeah, it's geared towards basically raising eco consciousness of people around the world. And we're starting off with like city cleanups. So, my hometown has a bit of a challenge where, despite a lot of, trash containers on the street, there's just too much trash. And sometimes, people don't have a choice but to just throw it on the street, and it just sits on the street, and it's just not great for the city's aesthetics, and it's also leading to diseases. So we're just trying our best to raise awareness around, try to help the city officials, and just encourage locals to just stop at zero, just stop throwing trash on the streets, and just find other means to dispose it off. It's a more complex problem than just, encouraging people to not do that. But I'm sure with time, something can be figured out. So the next event, we're trying to do a party with a purpose. So while the cleanup is happening, a group of volunteers will be cleaning up the streets. We want to throw like a rager. So like have, yeah, a projector up with live streams of Fireful performances and music from Della and Jesta and Rusik, and, throw a bit of a rave. So would you want to sign up for a little fire performance for the people of Jodhpur, Jake?
Oh my God. Yeah, we'll have to talk about how that like how I can work that out. And also depending on the day you do it,
Okay.
I might not be able to work it through my schedule. If it's a Friday or a Saturday, bro, good luck. That's not happening.
I mean, it's gonna be a pre-recorded stream. It's gonna be a pre.
Pre-recorded. Okay, so I could
Yeah,
just
I was
record it.
really looking for some more, like, support here. But
Dude, I thought you were asking me to do a live stream. I was like, how the
no,
fuck am I supposed to do a live stream? Okay,
it's
pre-recorded. Okay,
yeah,
easy, easy. Okay,
pre-record,
yeah.
easy. Yeah.
Okay, easy. Much
Path
easier.
path of least resistance, path of
Yeah,
least.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So
When I thought you were talking about some like live stream and I have to like be doing at a certain time. I'm like, nah, dude, no fucking way am I gonna be able to do that. Like pre-recorded, I could do that on my one of my days off. You got it. I got you.
okay, great. I got you. Well, Jake Erder is going to be flowing in service for raising eco consciousness of people around the world. I love it. Okay, buddy. So I want to put you on the spot now, and I'm going to ask you this question. And for a moment, I want you to sincerely, I'll request you to drop into your flow state, right? Just be one with yourself and try to answer this as honestly as possible. Question is, if you had no fear of failure, no fear of judgment of society, no fear of not being able to pay rent, no fear whatsoever, what dream would you turn into reality? Go.
So there's two sides of me or two answers I have for this. I know that's kind of weird because I guess it's two dreams at that point. But one, I've always been wanting to take a bike and ride it from North Vietnam to South Vietnam and spend like, I don't know, 3 months doing it. One of my good friends in college, he did it with his older brother. He said it was one of the best experiences of his life. It was really brutal at times because you're just riding, but uh, and let me put it bluntly, I've never like drove a motorcycle before, so I don't know how to do that. I've rode like a dirt bike, but that's about it. So there's a lot of challenges with that, getting actually on a bike. But the stories and the pictures my friend told me was absolutely amazing. It seemed like it would be a great trip. You see parts of Vietnam that just doesn't really get explored by like foreigners, in my mind. And then I guess the second one is more of a kind of career ambition. Um, I want to open up my own restaurant or a bar or something. I want to be my own boss. Like, I don't know how far away this will be, but if I lose all my money doing this, like I've already said it to myself, I'll be happy. I'd rather try to open up a restaurant and bar and fail than never do it and just work for someone else my entire life.
Amazing. More power to you on that. Like Sylvester Stallone says, my one love was to at least lose on my own terms before
Yeah.
he was making Rocky. I just saw that interview before coming into this session. But well, I feel like you're gonna keep taking actions on your dreams. I think that's the only way I've seen you live, and you've definitely been someone who's lived out their values. And so, more power to you, my friend. The film Feel the Flow is definitely about encouraging people to take action on their dreams. Like first defining their vision, their dream, and then taking action on their dreams to just keep on flying, right? So that's what we're gonna do. So finally, if I could request you, if you could share with people who are watching this interview about what made you support this film project, apart from, of course, you're one of my best friends, so you have to.
So I have to.
So other than that, if you could just share your reasons to support this film and encourage people to make some donations, I'd greatly appreciate it.
Um, so what Ashish was saying earlier, like when I first got to LA, I was really stressed out for this and that reason because of work issues, life issues. When I got into fire spinning, it took a lot of my stress away, and I was able to realize how important finding a flow state was. So I have a lot of friends that they've never found their flow state. This kind of movie will be able to show people who are not in the community already or not in the realm of fire spinning, flow arts, any of this kind of stuff, to actually see it, understand what these people are doing, understand the mindset. Because I have some friends who just think it's like some bogus kind of stuff you do when you go to a party. Um, so that's why I really want to support this movie, because I think that it'll bring it'll reach a wider audience basically. And because it's being done by a few of my friends, it's really important for us to all go support it. They're independent filmmakers. This is their first project. They ain't got the support of Netflix just yet. So go throw some of your hard-earned money, your hard-earned stimulus money if you're from the US, give it to the right people, okay?
Well, thank you, Jake, for making that request to the people. I had a wonderful time catching up with you. I believe you will be able to raise enough money to keep this journey alive. And I also believe that people in Jodhpur would love to meet you at some point in the future. So we should keep trying to make that happen.
Yeah, definitely.
And when you're here, we're gonna do a dive bar. It's gonna be good times. All right, buddy. Well, more power to our collective dreams, and I love you, brother. I'll talk to you soon.
Love you too.
Peace, brother.